Over the years, Canada has been known as a land of opportunity, a country that provides a high standard of living and a place where you can build a good life for yourself and your family. But what if I told you that the country is in trouble? Well, to be exact, the economy of Canada is facing some serious challenges that threaten the very foundation of the country's financial stability. Can you believe it? A country with the world's ninth largest economy as of 2020, abundant natural resources, and a highly skilled workforce is now struggling to keep its head above water. Why is it so? What exactly is happening to Canada's economy and why is it in trouble? Join me in this video to find out. So as I just told you, Canada's economy is going through a terrible phase. It is not just me saying this, but finance experts, policymakers, and everyday Canadians who are feeling the effects of the downturn. Let's discuss the factors contributing to this economic decline and see what it means for Canadians. One of the biggest challenges facing Canada's economy is the concentration of population in a few major urban centers. Take Toronto and Vancouver, for example. They have seen a massive influx of people over the past few decades, driving up housing prices and making it tough for many Canadians to find affordable homes. In fact, the average house price in Canada is now more than $700,000, making it one of the most expensive places to buy a home in the world. This has created a growing wealth gap between those who own property and those who do not. Many young people are struggling to get a foothold in the housing market. And do you know what this means? It has led to some serious financial stress and instability for the country. Unfortunately, history has shown us that rising house prices can have devastating consequences on the economy. The housing market crash of 2008 is a prime example. Before the Great Recession hit the US, the average home price had risen to over $300,000. This 2008 recession was fueled by reckless lending practices by financial institutions. Banks had given loans to almost anyone who applied, including those who could not afford them, leading to a subprime mortgage crisis. So when housing prices collapsed, banks and other financial institutions were left with massive amounts of bad debt, leading to a global financial crisis that took years to recover from. The same thing could happen in Canada if the surge in housing prices continues unchecked. But it's not just the housing market that is causing Canada's economic decline. Inflation is also a major issue. Prices for everyday goods and services are increasing at an alarming rate, making it harder for many Canadians to make ends meet. This has led to a decrease in consumer spending and a slowdown in economic activity. Inflation has also had a significant impact on the Canadian job market, with the country losing over 113,000 jobs from June to August last year. Their unemployment rate spiked to 5.3% is a cause for concern. The rise in prices of everyday goods and services is also causing layoffs as companies struggle to maintain their profit margins. On top of that, the recent carbon tax implemented by the government has further worsened the situation. The carbon tax has caused the prices of fuel, electricity, and common consumer products to skyrocket, putting further stress on the finances of Canadians. And unfortunately, the worst is yet to come. Finance experts are predicting that Canada's recession will be worse than the United States recession of 2008. In fact, they have predicted that there is a 70% chance of a recession happening in Canada, and it could happen as early as 2023. Chrystia Freeland, who is the Finance Minister of Canada, has also warned of difficult days ahead for the economy. Canadians are left wondering what they can do to weather the storm. So what does this all mean for everyday Canadians? Let's have a look at what is happening in the country at this time of financial stress. First of all, there has been a rise in crime rates. Around the country, police departments are reporting an increase in property crimes such as car theft and vandalism. This year, there has been a significant increase in car thefts across Canada, with some cities seeing a rise of more than 29% in reported incidents. This has led to many Canadians feeling unsafe and worried about the security of their property. Another issue that Canadians are facing is long wait times for medical procedures and services. The recent pandemic put a strain on the healthcare system. And now, with financial troubles looming over the horizon, many hospitals are struggling to keep up with demand. As a result, Canadians are having to wait longer to receive essential medical care. To tackle the problem of inflation, the Government of Canada came up with a solution. If you are living in Canada, you already know that the Bank of Canada has been hiking its key interest rate in an attempt to bring inflation down. The problem with that is although the benchmark interest rate currently sits at 4.5%, Canadians can expect to continue to see this rate increase in the coming months. While raising interest rates may help to cool down inflation, it will also lead to Canadians spending more money on interest repayments. This can discourage spending on goods and services, leading to a reduction in demand and further economic slowdown. In short, wherever we see there is a storm ready to crush the Canadian economy, and every day Canadians are feeling the effects. What are your views related to the Canadian economy? Share your thoughts with me in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.